And I don't want to do the benefits, but instead shift to a more friendly, from a Thomistic perspective and a traditional perspective is, well, what is the point? Like, to what end? What is the end of colleges? What's the point or the goal of colleges? What did they provide, not as a service, but as an institution that would make it, for instance, worth it? And here it seems to me we could see it under two aspects. One is the intrinsic end. Like, what does it provide? What good does the university provide that is provided no other way? And it's good in itself. And then the second thing would be, does the university provide a means to other goods that are either achieved better, easier there, or cheaper there, or in a more efficient way, you could say, or in any sense. So what's the good end of the college? And is that good for you? And what is the good means of the college? And are those good means for you, I think? So let's talk about the first one with the good end of it.
Yeah, the intrinsic kind of nature of the university in that sense. I always go back to a quote from actually the current president at the University of Virginia, President Jim Ryan. One of his first convocation addresses to the incoming students, it was like his second class that he was addressing. He actually was reflecting on what is the purpose of a university. And he said, the core identity of a university is to pursue truth. And he's like, that has to govern all of your studies. And this is why you are here, is to pursue truth. And it was a beautiful statement and really kind of, from my perspective, unexpected. Like I didn't expect to hear that, but I think it's a really important thing to remember that in all these different fields of study, right? These are not just hobbies or interests that you want to know more information about, right? It's not about gathering information as an amassing of like kind of
facts to be deployed.
But he was like, no, this university experience is to engage in a pursuit of truth and reality. And you can do that in all these different fields, but like that has to govern your pursuit. And it was, like I said, I love that quote. And it was beautiful to hear that from a university president, to be able to identify that and set that tone for the student body and that. But I don't think he's wrong either.
No,
I really don't think he's wrong.
Well, that is, and truth and knowledge, the knowledge of the truth is an intrinsic good. It's a good in of itself. If you ask yourself, I want to know the truth, and you could say, well, why do you want to know the truth? And the answer is because knowing the truth is good.
Right.
And you say, why is it good? Because it's just a fundamental stopping point. That knowing the truth, that we are knowers and lovers, and so loving and knowing the right object is a good in itself, and it's a perfection of the human person. And the university, it seems, is at its best, is set up as an institution, an organ of knowledge of the truth in the universal capacity, whether it be into economics, sociology, psychiatry, physics, biology, theology, law, philosophy, whatever, humanities. It's good to remember that the reason we have these buildings and people at these buildings is because it's the organ for providing truth and knowledge of the truth. And that's, even if it didn't do anything else, that would be, even if it didn't provide, support for research grants, for defense funding, that we could use this truth for something else. In itself, knowing the truth is why it's there. Not that it can serve some other purpose with the truth, but the truth itself.
Father Bonaventure, if you had the choice between holding a toad and subscribing to a YouTube channel, what would you choose?
Subscribe to a toad holding a YouTube channel.
Oh my gosh. Please subscribe to a toad holding a YouTube channel, especially if it's ours. Cheers.